Hey everybody, it's Grant, and today I am here with my beautiful fiance, Kayla Vizina. And Kayla, what are we going to be doing today?
We're going to be looking at the stock portfolio update.
So this stock portfolio update I have been waiting for, and I cannot wait for her to share all of her amazing gains with you guys. I have literally begged her to be on the channel several times, and now we have her, and she's going to be showing you her great portfolio and all that it's done in the past few months. So for those of you that don't know Kayla, or at least haven't seen her in her investing side, which she's pretty strong at, Kayla, how long have you been investing? And then also just any general stock tips or any advanced stock tips you'd like to give our viewers.
I'm not sure if I have advanced stock tips yet, but it's been about 10 months now since I first started. And I started like a lot of people with a smaller fund, and then I got a little greedy and started putting more in. But yeah, so the biggest stock tip would probably be know your stocks, know the companies that you're investing in. You know, whenever you can kind of predict if they have an up day or a down day, you just know what's going on within their company.
So know their balance sheet, and then also you've typically said in the past that you've learned the main thing about stocks, and that's only invest what you're prepared to lose.
Right, right.
So yeah, another thing that she's done is she put enough money that she was going to be comfortable in, and let's just kind of go over that. We actually built Kayla's actual stock portfolio. We're going to drop a video, we're going to drop the video photo right here, and then we're going to drop the video in the description. So go watch that to watch how she's grown from there to here, and you're going to really enjoy what you see. So eventually, in the very beginning, we were talking about putting in what, $5,000, $10,000?
Yeah.
And how much did you actually invest?
I ended up putting in 45.
Somebody got a little. She likes to say that I get a little obsessed, but we're two peas in a pod. We both like to win. So Kayla,
I saw a good investment opportunity.
and you did, and
it's working.
I've bounced stuff off of her. She's bounced stuff off of me. It doesn't have to just be one-sided. We very much like to make sure we listen to each other's stock tips. So let them know with your I don't have any advanced stock tips, but in 10 months, how much have you made?
So it's been 10 months, and we have gained about $31,000 on that 45.
Not we.
Me, I have.
That's her money. She doesn't share.
I do not share.
That's
Sharing's
right.
not fun.
So you had an awesome day today. You sent it to me, and it was.
I was very excited about today.
It was over a $3,000 gain, $3,700.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which
so-
puts my total realized gain. It's at 31.5, which is what 60% almost of my total investment.
Yeah. So right here on the screen, you're going to see $26,880. But she had a gain that she sold from Sasol, and I tell you what, we'll drop that video here because she made like 170 some odd % return in 1 month. So yeah, dropping that photo here, and then also the video will be in the description if you want to watch two very beginner investment strategies. Kayla created her E-Trade account, then started investing, and then her first month or two made 170% return, which was pretty huge. So yeah.
Which, you know, as a new investor, I was very excited about my 170% gain. It was you have to know when to cash out, when is enough for you.
And maybe when to buy back in, because somebody
and when if you want
didn't
to
buy
continue
that
the
one
route
again.
to buy back in. That was a big mistake. I should have bought back in when it. All right, guys, let's get into the portfolio. All right, so on the screen we have my portfolio pulled up. Cinemark is the first one listed. Cinemark got heavily hit by that illness, so it went down to $5.70. I bought a lot of stocks. I was at 800. It's a lot for me. And I have a total gain of $4,300, and that's a really stable stock in my opinion, because Cinemark isn't going anywhere, especially not overnight, and it's still having gains even though it's shut down in some areas.
Hey, and a money-saving tip. Right now, if you want to go to the movie theater and rent a theater room, how much was it when we went?
In our area, it was $100.
$100 to rent the entire theater. So if you want to be a baller on a budget, there you go. Money-saving tips from Grant and Kayla.
Next up was Norwegian Cruise. It keeps going up. I have 450 stocks of this one. I've made 6,500. I think that one might be one of my largest gains per stock. I also have Carnival Cruise, and that one I have 500, and $2,400 is what I've gained on that. I would like to get into diversifying my stock portfolio. So if you have any tips for me, drop them in the comments. This is an oil and gas that I picked up, and I got 430 stocks of it, made $4,000 on that one. Golden Nugget, which is a casino, if you're not aware of what Golden Nugget is. Pretty stable. You know, people like to gamble. However, it got shut down during the illness. So we picked up some of those for pretty low and made a good gain on that one. It's 163, and the quantity of that one's 350 that I have. I made over $4,000, which is really good for me.
In 10 months.
Yes, and then Wells Fargo, another one of those safe. I mean, they're all safer than most. And I have 150. That one was kind of a high buy-in. So I didn't have a lot of capital to work with, so I looked for stocks that were cheaper at the time, $5 to $10, and I bought as many as I could of that and hoped to get good gains on those. But I did get 150 of this one, and I have a $1,300 gain.
And when she says she didn't have a lot of capital to work with, Kayla's used to looking at what we do. She's the CFO and does all of our finances for my companies. So she's used to seeing the bigger numbers, but she knows as well as I know that she's invested quite a bit of money in here.
I'm currently invested pretty heavily for me.
Yeah, for sure.
But when I started, I was only at $5,000. So I was being very, very picky on my stocks. I was like, okay, this one's cheaper, I can afford it, and it's probably going to make a good amount of gains.
I figured that's what you meant, but I just want to clarify for them.
And then I also bought Bank of America. Again, another been around forever. It's got America in it, so if it goes away, we're going to be having a problem. And I got only 100 of those. Gush was kind of higher and very risky. It had an upside of a ridiculous number.
1900.
Yeah, so I didn't expect it to go there, but if it goes anywhere near it, I was going to buy a few. And I only got 50 because, again, they were, I think, $32 a stock. But I made $1,200 on it, so I'm not mad. Delta Airlines. Let's see, got 50 of those. I think I was trying to spread out the various airlines. Again, just trying to get a few different stocks and not invest in one company. This one is cannabis. I am a believer that cannabis is going to do well. It is currently listed at $11. I have 100 of them, and I've only made, never mind. But I still believe in it. We'll just ignore that one. Let's see, what else we got here? Electric. This is, again, I want to diversify and get into the electric utilities field. 75 shares of that one, and I've only made $260 on it. Sundial Growers is another cannabis, and it's my biggest loss, so maybe we avoid those for right now. But it was really cheap. It was, a couple cents, and it's lost me a couple cents too. Am I clicking things? I'm sorry.
Just don't want to be blamed. Oh, that's the button I was trying to click that you yelled at.
Anyway, next up is Nortec Life. This is a, what would you call that when it's web? Tech, sorry. Head's not here. And I've lost a little bit on it, not too much. I only got 30 of those. Do you happen to know what this little green button is?
I'll tell you in a second. That way you can finish.
Okay. And then last up is this, honestly, very random stock. At the time, I'm sure I knew exactly what it was. Know your businesses that you're supposed to be in. And I wasn't very invested in them. I got 25 stocks. So tell me about this green
flag.
flag.
And so look, when you talk about SNDL, so you bought it for $1, and then when it went down to 30 cents, so it looked like it was going out of business, but it wasn't. I talked to everybody I could find that knew about it. And so that's about costing down. So if she'd have bought a little bit more, she'd actually be broke even right now. So just keep that in mind too, just as a lesson that I would say what she could have improved on. But at the same time, if it would have went bankrupt, which, it went from $1 all the way down to 30 cents, you never know. So it looked absolutely terrifying, but you were watching it. So if she just bought a few more, it adjusted her cost average. I did that with a few in mine, and it worked out pretty well. So, okay. So the little green arrow, the little green flag is actually your dividend. So you see you have dividend yield amount. So there's your dividend right here. And so let's show you this. Would you rather get your dividends put into your bank account, or would you rather be reinvesting them to get more stocks?
Reinvest.
I would say the same. Most likely we've set this up for you before. Okay, so here you go. So right here, we've already had them all checked. So even though we didn't know what the green arrow was, the green flag for you, you actually have them right here. So all of these are enrolled, status enrolled, and they are doing dividend reinvestment for you. So every time that they pay you those dividends, they reinvest them to buy more stocks.
I see. And if I would not have wanted to reinvest it, how would the viewer,
get them to pay you?
Yes.
They'll just put it into your account however you want them to do it.
Oh, okay. So just don't check it.
Yeah, you would just not check it, and then you would just go and claim it. So not only is Kayla my beautiful fiance and the CFO of all my companies, and the mother of all of my beautiful dog fur children, but she also is a really good real estate agent who has done really well her first year, and going into her second year done really well as well. I think you just listed, 2 today?
2. Yeah.
Well, actually, you got more than that because you have the subdivision that we're doing as well.
Oh, yeah.
So you actually have
2 in today.
Yeah, 2 in today, and then her listings are building up. And then we are building a subdivision, which told you 2021 is going to be an amazing year for this channel and for you to see what we do. And it's a new experience for us, and we're going to all learn together and hopefully show you how to make even more money. So that's it for the video, guys. We hope you enjoy it. We hope you power up that like button, hit that subscribe button, and that notification bell, because we post every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and we try to bring you as quality content as we possibly can. Also, please remember that we 100% believe in you, and we know no matter if you're going to invest $1 million, $100,000, or $5,000, or just $100, you can do anything that you set your mind to, and never let anyone tell you any differently. We hope you have a fantastic afternoon, and we will see you on the next one.